Hi, my name is Maya Timberlake. I'm a sophomore on the women's basketball team, and I go to USC Upstate. Go Spartans!
What about Upstate was right for you? Why was that the right choice? And what do you like about USC Upstate?
The first was the proximity to my house. I have two younger sisters. They're my world, and I wanted to be very close to them. Second thing is I wanted the school to have my major, elementary education, and the School of Education at Upstate is very strong. Also, it was to transition into the Big South, and I just wanted to be a part of that, something new.
Can you mention some of the organizations you participate in or volunteer with on campus?
Yes, so I'm part of SAC. I'm a vice president. I do peer leadership for the University 101 classes with Miss Sarah Gildersley, and I am transitioning into the FCA leadership team, which is Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And then I'm also working and transitioning into the Center of Athletics for SGA, which is Student Government.
What's great about being part of SAC?
As SAC Vice President, I am in charge of volunteer work, and I am also a part of the Diversity and Inclusion Initiative team. And in my thoughts, what better opportunity to fulfill our inclusion mission than to help serve and volunteer in our community.
From student government to being a U101 peer leader, what are some of the skills you're picking up from these positions that you're fulfilling?
Seeing how I can help or solve a situation is really something I've learned. And then also to be able to communicate with different types of people.
So let's take it off campus now. What are some of the organizations you work with outside of the university?
Two big organizations I work with are Big Brother, Big Sister. Shout out to my little Jada, love her. And I also work with different basketball camps back home, and when we hold them here at Upstate.
Participating with Big Brother, Big Sister, you have a little sister. Tell us about her if you can.
Yes, Jada, she's a little now fourth grader, goes to a local elementary school. But now it's been about a year that we've been in contact with each other, and COVID's changed different things, but I love talking to her and being in her life.
In addition to the many organizations we've already discussed, you also are an advocate for change, and you've been active in voting initiatives. You participated in the Be the Bridge March at USC Upstate, focused on social justice, and you participate in Collegiate Curls, which raises awareness for natural hair. So, can you talk about those programs and how important they are?
They allow us to come together, and they give us the opportunity to have a say in the direction of our lives for the better.
What have you learned about yourself and others through these efforts?
I've just learned to live in the moment and value all the relationships in the community that's around you. And this saying, if you don't get anything else from this interview, is treat others how you want to be treated. It changes the game. It turns the worst of situations into acts of love.
Just recently, Upstate hosted the vaccine site for COVID-19. You were able to volunteer. But talk a little bit more about the clinic and your responsibilities there.
To walk elderly and people that are medical personnel as of right now to the vaccine site destination where the nurse puts the shot in their arm. And I also set up second appointments for them right before they leave.
The balance of being a good student and a good student athlete can be tricky. In what ways, particularly if you're trying to do all these extracurricular things, in what ways do you balance participating in all these organizations with being an academic focused student with being a talented student athlete?
Yes, let me just tell you, I am still working on it myself. I'm still working. But the best advice I have to give is just time management. I schedule everything in my planner. If I don't have my planner, I don't know what to do.
when you finish up at USC Upstate, what are your career goals? Where do you expect to go next?
I am an elementary education major and a business administration minor. I plan on using my degree in education, continuing on that track, and I want to go all the way up to be a superintendent.